Greetings, entities and guardians. My name is HyperHimes, and welcome back to Cookie Run Kingdom. So, if you're wondering what we're doing, well, the new update is actually really close to coming, i.e., there is a fire spirit inbound. If anyone's seen that short, then go ahead and peep that. But, considering that there's a new update coming ahead, there's only one more thing that I can do for this update, and that's go ahead and spend all my gacha points. Because what I want to do is I want to pull 12 times, how do I say it? Pull 12 times and then draw 10 for playing Crimson Cherry Wedding Gacha, i.e. pull for Black Forest. And also there's some Gacha of Fate tickets that I can go ahead and spend here. So we're going to be pulling a total of 15 times to see if we can get any good cookies. And without further ado, we're just going to go ahead and jump straight into it without even a care in the world. And we're just going to instantly jump into that. And also, if you want to leave your questions and comments down in the comment section below for me to read on the videos, feel free to do so, because it could be a random question, a random comment, a random fact, something about me, something about the game, something entirely different. It doesn't even matter, because as long as we're having a fun time at the end of the day, and we appreciate being around each other from community to creator and creator to community, that's what matters the most. So, let's go ahead and get this whole entire poll started up, which we're already getting something really good out of this, and it's already... We're starting off with Black Forest! Okay, sure. Well, I mean, honestly, this is kind of good, because if I have any sort of extra pulls that I can do for her, I'm not going to just spend crystals. I'm going to go ahead and actually pull for them, which would be pretty sick. So, you know what? At least we're also getting mileage out of this, right? Yes, we are. We're getting precious mileage that I can use to upgrade other cookies in the future, which absolutely I'm going to benefit from. Also getting chocolate drizzle, which is sweet. And while I go ahead and go through this, may as well read the comments, because, you know, this is just a nice full-on loot video. And we're also going to guarantee get Black Forest cookie, because we're going to be doing 10 pulls at least. So, we're going to get her for guarantee, which is nice. Every time you pull only 10 times, you can get the epic cookie guarantee. So, honestly, that is a short that I want to make and just talk about, but it's going to be pretty interesting. But with that being said, a comment we're just going to start this off with comes from the classic Draco, saying, it would be such a missed opportunity if they didn't do different locations and enemies for future levels, and not just the same grass fields and cake hounds. It gets boring after seeing the same thing over and over and over again. But, who is this? Oh, that's Stardust? No, that's, Prophet? No, it's Blueberry Pie. What am I thinking? That was the City of Wizards thing I was thinking. I was like, well, I heard, like, something City of Wizards, and then my brain went to, Prophet. But no, it's Blueberry Pie. Okay, well, we got the second epic cookie of this video, which was not Black Forest. Interesting. The first one, Black Forest. Second one, Blueberry Pie. Interesting. Anyway, getting back to Draco's comment, it gets boring after seeing the same things over and over and over again. I want to see things like snowfields, deserts, ruined kingdoms, and many more other types. Honestly, these are a great addition. I would definitely love to see those in future variants of the My Cookie Adventure, which, by the way, I am reading comments from the video, My Cookie Adventure, but I have a knife. You know, just classic Cookie Run things. Also, Ahmed, the XRT fan, which, by the way, we got Oyster Cookie Soulstones, pretty solid. But they left a comment saying, not gonna lie, I feel like this game was a little bit boring. Also, I'm Ahmed the... Golden Cheese, hello. I'm Ahmed the Hoot Hill fan. I changed my username and profile picture because it was April Fool's, and I was thinking keeping it for a longer week. But since I changed my mind, and I'm keeping it until April ends. And by the way, I pronounce it Hoot Hill? Oh yeah, Hoot Hill. Ahmed the XRT fan, but well, I guess okay, so it's Ahmed the Who Hill, but right now it's Ahmed the XRT fan. So I'll take whatever. But you know what? I do understand why it can be a little bit boring, but hopefully this is just the preseason, so this is a perfect opportunity for, you know, people to give feedback. And I think if they intend to give this, like, feedback, I think I'm going to use my community for, like, a good cause, and I'm probably going to make a short saying what can be added, and what shouldn't be, and at least what should be improved on when they make My Cookie a recurring thing in the future, because seeing more levels and not the same enemies would be really unique, especially with more, like, diverse bosses that have, like, you know, more unique ways in how you can defeat them. Like, some require unique amounts of dodging, maybe some you have to hit certain hit points. Like, there's some weakness points that you need to hit. Or some you need to do certain actions and stuff like that. Because seeing stuff like that would very much make the My Cookie Adventure game mode a lot more unique than it is. You could turn that into a whole game like RuneScape at that point. But anyway, there is another comment I see from NayaTuber saying, question of the day, going to my parents' home country, India, every year because me and the siblings love meeting up with our cousins, even if I hate getting plane sick. Well, to be fair, luckily my relatives, my aunts, uncles, and cousins, they don't live too far away, it is gonna be, it kind of depends on who we visit, because it can either be like, you know, a 15-minute drive there, or like an hour-long drive, but usually it's still a fun time there all around, because we usually have like either Christmas get-togethers, or like, you know, Easter get-togethers, because all that stuff, or even stuff for the summer, just so we can have an excuse to swim in the pool. Like, all that time, like, that is some fun, like, activity right there, just going on a nice swim. But I'd still say it's a fun time in general, just to hang out with your family. But who knows what you'll be going through, because sometimes there's good stuff, sometimes there's bad, but sometimes it's all about the experience and what you learn. By the way, hello there, Pure Vanilla. Anyway, another comment I see comes from Mozzarella's Headpiece. Hello there, Wind Archer. Mozzarella's Headpiece left a comment saying, question of the day, personally, I think every holiday is important to someone, and personally, I don't know what would be considered forgettable. I guess that makes sense, but there are some holidays I feel like are apparently like more forgettable, which, you know what holiday I feel like is mostly forgotten by everyone, but it's actually considered like a more major holiday? Labor Day. I don't remember the last time anyone has ever spoken about Labor Day. Literally every other day, anyone can speak about it. Labor Day, I feel like I've heard the least amount talked about. And that's not saying that I like don't care about it, but it's more like, you know, I would like to know more about it if, you know, it was talked about more, but no one really cares. Basically, the biggest holidays anyone care about are the holidays where you gain something from it. Think about it. Christmas, you're getting gifts and or you're giving gifts. Easter, you're giving like candy and like these chocolate eggs and things just to probably get the same thing. Halloween, you're giving away candy to get candy. Thanksgiving, you're giving away like, you know, food to get food. Valentine's Day, you're giving away, like, you know, Valentine's Day treats like cards, candy, and chocolates for the same things. St. Patrick's Day, you're probably doing the same thing, but with, like, you know, drinks at pubs, just being friendly all around. And I swear, it just goes for all that stuff. Like, you usually get something for that, but what do you get for labor? Hard work? Like, if I do something, is someone else gonna do something for me? That would actually be pretty solid, just like some sort of a lazy day, but whatever. I don't know, but anywho. Back to the more polls, which unfortunately, other than some of the better soul stones we were getting, not really, you know, getting anything super noteworthy, but it is still very, very versatile to go ahead and use these polls before the update ends, because imagine if you just wasted all these. Like, to be fair, it's kind of upsetting. I will say, like, it sucks how you can't really save these like they're crystals, because you kind of have to use them before the Black Forest Cookie Gacha runs out. Maybe there's still time to use them, but I mean, once the new update hits out, no one's going to care about this gacha. They're going to care about getting Fire Spirit and the new Agar Agar cookie. But just get what you can. Also, a comment from a NayaTuber says, I'm going to touch grass now because I have a plumbing headache from all the stress. Be sure to take a nice deep breath and relax. Speaking of which, is that caramel arrow that I sense? That is indeed the caramel arrow with the arrow and the bow. Shoop. Perfection. She must be at, oh my gosh, I can like can I fully ascend her? I can fully ascend Caramel Arrow. Oh my gosh, I did not know I had her that much. That's incredible. Sure, okay, why not? You know what's gonna be depressing? There's probably gonna be some point where, hello there, Seafarer Souls. There's gonna be a point where I ascend and max out so many cookies that even if I see a familiar epic, it's not going to excite me anymore because, you know, I already have them maxed out. All that's going to excite me is the fact that I get mileage out of them, but, like, at that point, those would get maxed out too, and I have nothing to spend them on. I mean, of course, that would have to be, like, years. That would have to be many years later once we start, you know, completing every single cookie and max ascending every single one. But still, it's kind of depressing when you think about it when you're in it for the long haul, because now, really no other epic cookie can excite you other than the new ones that get released. Which I guess it gives you more motivation to, like, start pulling from the, you know, the gacha. But still. Anyway, to get another comment out the way, there's one from a guy just saying, question of the day, Groundhog Day. I completely forgot about it this year. I get that. And the reason why I never forgot about it is because Groundhog Day is hosted on the same day as my birthday, February 2nd. And, of course, that time has passed, but you know what? Hey, I'm 24 now, so hopefully I can keep living a long and healthy life, because that's all I want. I just want to make sure I live long enough so I can have an impact. Because I also want to have an impact on everyone big and small. Anyway, a comment from Dessert says, wait, he plays on computer? I heard mouse sound, I thought it was only on phone. Okay, It is on phone, but I am playing on an emulator, like an Android emulator. So I am still playing officially. It's just, this is easier to record and it makes it a little bit more high quality. I have tried recording this on my phone before, and I kid you not, anytime I try recording it, the recording software will crash. So ever since I used emulator, it actually made it, Actually, wait, it used to be on an emulator, but Cookie Run Kingdom is now available on Google Play Games. So that's how I'm able to play right now, which makes it a lot easier to record. I can tell you, it's so much easier. Because I guarantee you, if I still tried to record on OD Player, it'd be so laggy. And of course, this thing has some hiccups, like sometimes it still does crashes. But for the most part, it seems to be like, sorting itself out pretty well. And of course, nothing noteworthy in that gacha. We only got like 2 epics so far. It's kind of a shocker how we didn't get Black Pearl more, but what I can say is in the next poll, we're going to guarantee get, not Black Pearl, Black Forest. But we can guarantee get Black Forest cookie. So let's do this last poll, and then get our sweet guaranteed Black Forest cookie. Now, Real Mr. Dude says, 005, wrong name of the game, my guy. Why do I always do this? You make one mistake and it ruins your life. And also Brooks left a comment saying, this game is also kind of fun, but my only complaint is that it's way too easy. I think some of the levels do make it a little bit more hard, but all you have to do is just upgrade your weapon, and that's how you can just kind of fly through. So all you really need is like a legendary equipment thing, and like that's literally it. But Sarah Flo also left a comment saying, question of the day, honestly St. Patrick's Day, I forgot all about this year. The reason why I didn't forget about it is because I wanted to make a short about it, which I nearly did. I was so close to doing it. But luckily, I still released it on time. The only video that I didn't release on time was April Fool's. But don't worry, I'm just using the excuse of saying I released it a day late because I didn't want anyone thinking that it was going to be a joke. And no one would take me seriously. Like, come on. Anyway, at least we're still getting a decent amount of Black Forest Cookie Soul Stones. But you know what? Now we can get Black Forest Cookie guaranteed. She's very close to getting promoted, like 2 times actually. Because I think she's currently at 1 star, but right now she's near 2-star promotion and 3-star promotion, which is perfect. So we can only do 2 more polls right here, so we will see what we can get, and hopefully it's going to be something pretty good. But let's see, Fairy Cookie, which that's completely wrong, it's Angel. Why do I keep mixing up Fairy Cookie and Angel Cookie? I don't know, maybe I'm thinking of like some Angel Fairy type thing. I just see wings, and I'm blessed. I wonder if we'll ever see Fairy Cookie inside of Kingdom. That's what I'm curious about. I'm surprised how I always call Angel Cookie Fairy Cookie, but I never call Fairy Cookie Angel Cookie. I guess maybe it's all in the Halo. Well, you know what? Now I can promote you to 3 stars now. Well, thank you for that, Black Forest. I'm glad you decided to make your appearance shown after I guaranteed got you. So that's number 3. That's a 3 streak of Black Forest that we got in this video, which is peak. Right now it's tied with my Plumbing Shadow Milk Cookie streak that I got when I was pulling for them. Because, man, that was just a whole ride and a half. But I think we're about to do one more poll here. So we are on a very last Black Forest. At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if they made like a new Black Gacha where it's just Black Forest, Black Pearl, Black Sapphire, Black Lemonade, and I'm just gonna say Black Lily, but that doesn't exist. That's just Dark Enchantress. There is one more cookie that starts with black that exists, but I am an idiot. Black Raisin. Is that Black Raisin? Yeah. So you could literally just have a gacha full of, like, the black coated cookies. But honestly, make that a special gacha. That's a nice idea, because that's like decent, like, it's a decent amount of cookies, like, 4 good epics and a legend. Like, that's pretty solid. But anyway, just to get some other comments out of the way, there's one from Arian Funhouse saying, April Fool's 2022 event is finally coming back. Can't wait. Oh yeah, the Shumi Shenanigans. That's a good event, and I'm glad that I, got a lot of content out of that. It's a fun event. Anyway, Alan Parker also says, Hype Cookie, let me see what you have. A knife? No. Oh yeah, the meme reference. That's why, that was one of the reasons why I, named it that, because I was like, let's just give him a butter knife. I wanted to make sure that it was a butter knife, because I didn't want to get demonetized for showing, a real knife in the video, because that would have been bad. Also, Golden Cheese Cookie Real, said hi. Hi, Ma. Hello. Hi. Future son of the Golden Cheese Kingdom here. Anyway, a comment also from, Ravia Animation says, 005, wrong game. We don't speak about this. Shh, shh. Tell no one. Tell no one. Stickman has also said, he said, OvenBreak, shh, that you don't exist. You don't, MIB, Flashbang, you're losing your memory now. Anyway, so that's all those polls done, but we still got some Gacha of Fate polls, so I think my plan is I'm going to do a poll from each theme. I'm going to do one poll from Resolution and Apathy, we'll do a poll from Abundance and Destruction, and a poll from Truth and Deceit. So, Resolution and Apathy first, while I go ahead and get the rest of the comments out of the way. I completely skipped that. Well, we didn't get anything anyway, other than a space donut thing. I didn't mean to skip that much, that was my bad. I'm sorry. Let's move on. Abundance and Destruction. How about this? Let's see what we can get here. So, just getting other comments out of the way. There's one from Sonic Gamer saying, common question, Groundhog Day, probably because how pointless it is. You expect me to believe a groundhog can determine whether or not we get an early spring? There were times where we get an opportunity at early spring only to continue getting winter-like weather. That is true, but I guess it's maybe some, like, you know, a scripture thing, or it's like some myth that we just continue to believe in, and maybe there's some science to back it up. Anyway, Serp's official left side of the comment saying, I hope we get a mini game on my cookie that's not roted? Oh, voted? Like, ratted out after one update cycle? I like a second on that keeps rotate. Oh, you want another update of like a my cookie game that keeps on going after, like, you know, its first showing. Like, maybe you want the quiz name to come back, or you want that race to come back. I hope the quiz name, like, the game does come back, because I feel like there's some more interesting cookie facts that you can put on there. Lennon the Geo also left a comment saying, question of the day, Mardi Gras. I don't even remember when it's celebrated. I feel like Mardi Gras is one of those, like, things where I've heard about it a lot, I just never seen it. But Mardi Gras does sound fun, because I feel like it's, I don't know, it's just unique from what I heard. And because I'm pretty sure there's some comments who've actually celebrated it before. So I would like to check that out. Anyway, our last poll here, which maybe we can get something big. Wait, are we actually? No way. When you least expect it, it's Camellia Cookie. When you least expect it, it's Camellia Cookie. That's the last cookie. I expected to see, like, you know, either, you know, Shadow Milk or Pure Vanilla Awakened. Not Camellia. Where the pleb did you come from? Okay, I guess, sure. Anyway, Mortem left a comment saying, question of the day, Halloween. For not doing anything Halloween related in my childhood in it, for the most part, being especially for children is what makes it forgettable. Only Halloween themed things being in stores reminded me of what it could have been. Honestly, I think you have to be in the Halloween spirit. I know that sounds really corny to say, but like, it's all about the vibe of it. I mean, the spooky decorations you see all outside, like you mentioned, the things that you see in stores, you know, people passing out candy, the Halloween parties, the spooky movies, the scary games, all the stuff that's really fitting for the Halloween season. Even the most iconic things being jack-o'-lanterns. I don't think Halloween's forgettable at all, but it just depends on how you feel about it. Also, NiaTuber says, we've come for your crystals. Get out of my house. You're not taking a single one unless if it's for charity. And I will donate to the Cookie Run Kingdom Crystal Charity if I have to. Anyway, that's about that. I will do these single polls just because, you know, why not? Maybe it could be something special. Because I don't want them to go out anyway. Also, Truthless Recluse left a comment saying, question of the day, I actually have no idea what it's called in English, but Plingstein? How do you say that? At least in Germany, that's a thing, so yeah. I never heard of that one, but that could be because it's Germany-eccentric, so I guess I really can't judge. Something special? Something special? Nope. Okay. Pancake? Anything else? Anything else? Let's see. Let me at least see the expression on the witch's face. Maybe. Maybe. Curses. Alright, don't worry. One thing's gonna... I mean, macaroon cookies also aren't that bad. Alright, one more. One more to end them all. It's gonna be the best one out of all of them. It's garbage. Okay. Actually, wait, it is a cookie. Okay, well, it is bustle. Okay. Well, free mileage for me. I think that's about it for this video. One more casting pull. Anything? It's a what? It's all bad. Alright, we'll go ahead and end the video right here. I don't think I'm gonna get that plumbing. I really want that Financier costume. How close am I? Yeah, you know, we'll bust out at 20,000, but if we don't get it, then, like, bad. But what do we get here? See, okay. And I'll talk about that is Halloween spirit right there. Madeline Cookie's Crimson Nut. I don't have that costume. That's cool. That looks sick. That's literally one of the best costumes for the Halloween season. Like, there's something to list off your Halloween spirits, and that's one I don't even have yet. Well, maybe it's a good thing that I decided to do these polls. This one's officially the last one, though, because I don't want to go super overboard. We'll keep it glued at 20,000. There. I know when to tap out when I need to. I'm not going to be an over-obsessive gambler. So with that being said, we'll go ahead and end the video right there, because, you know, we've done everything that we could, and, well, yeah, that's that. So with that being said, if you enjoyed the video, then please be sure to leave a like on it, and also share the video with your friends if you enjoy my Kick Your Run content. Did I even say that correctly? Please be sure to leave a like on it, and also share the video with your friends if you enjoy my Kick Your Run content. And if you enjoy my content in general, then why not subscribe, and also hit the bell icon to be notified of whatever I do in the future. Like, you know, what am I saying? Hit the bell icon, I'm messing up all over the place. Down below in the description, you'll see links to all my social media, which includes a Twitter post where if it gets 10,000 likes, I get a Kick Your Run YouTube staff for absolutely free. Link to my Discord server called the Hypenese Hub. Link to my merchandise where if you can buy something to represent the channel. And lastly, a link to my Ko-fi to support me directly to see also other content and exclusive things behind the scenes. But above all else, I will see you entities and guardians in the next video. Hail the Hypenese.